Welcome to Forensic Friday.
Where we examine the intersection of true crime, psychology, and the heart of being human in the middle of it all. Well, hello, forensic friend and forensic friends.
Hi.
Hey. So we actually recorded some of this the other day, but we didn't have any names in front of us. So we were just talking about random people with no names.
Did Gary listen to it and he's like, this is a crapshoot.
He didn't even listen to it. I said, don't bother.
Are we cutting it out?
Yes, because only you and I know what we're talking about.
So
It's
I
like,
bet
yeah,
you
the
are.
tall guy with the big nose. Like,
I bet you if our listeners watch it, they'll know.
if they've watched it. But the problem is, not everyone watches it
That's true.
like we do. Actually, most people probably watch like we do and don't pay attention to names. And it's
I
like,
don't watch this stuff normally.
now I know, but okay. So we're talking about Love is Blind.
Mm-hmm.
And the most recent season is here in Denver. So the one that's go right now, like there's new episodes dropping every week. It's
Yes.
Denver.
Yes.
And people were saying the most hilarious stuff before the season even started because dating in Denver, I've heard, is pretty obnoxious.
Yeah.
The men are what the men are. They don't grow up super fast. No
Yeah.
offense. I don't think anyone would argue with that. Um, when the women here are kind of intense. Everyone here is kind
Yeah.
of independent. It's not like in the Midwest or the South where
Mm-hmm.
people are real conversational. It's just everybody's kind of doing their own thing around here.
Yeah. It's very independent, very, yeah. Yeah. My single friends who are in the dating world tell me what a nightmare it is. You know what's really interesting?
Mm.
My single women friends tell me what a nightmare it is, and my single male friends also tell me what a nightmare it is. And I'm like,
Yeah, no one's happy dating right now in Denver. No one.
but I'm like, it's interesting. Like, there's sometimes I'm like, yeah, but I want to ask them, like, are you part of the problem? As to why it's such a nightmare?
Yes, universally. Let me tell you
You know
why.
what I mean? Because I'm like, both sides are saying it sucks.
Well, the dopamine part of our brains that's broken because internet, right?
Mhm.
Cannot date. I just think people right now that reward system is so damaged in our brains for the same reason we can't put our phones down. We can't date one person because person B doesn't text us fast enough. So then we're talking to person C and then all of a sudden person A pops back up and it's like, ooh, I forgot about you, and it's real hard. I don't know many people anymore who meet online who date exclusively right
Mhm.
away. They might get there, but there's a
Mhm.
lot of nonsense happening.
No, it's wild. I would never survive in the dating world now.
No, and I have people in my office, also in my life, who are in their like early 20s. And I listen to the stories and I just die a
No,
little
it's
bit
wild.
inside because I'm like, I don't even know how to help you. This is so insane.
Yeah, no, it's the wild, wild west.
It's the final frontier.
Final
I
frontier.
think we're the last people having babies. I think AI is going to shut it down. Like, everybody enjoy your last, 30, 40, 50 years on the earth. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Do you? You do you, boo.
You do you.
Safely, right?
Uh-huh.
So, Love is Blind is a show where lots of people apply, and there's a history there on season 9. There's a history on the show of some people finding really good matches and
Mm-hmm.
staying together a long time, and there's even been a baby at this point. But the premise of the show is you basically audition, send in your audition, whatever, and they choose a chunk of women and a chunk of men. Like, I don't even know how many originally, like 50. I don't. Nat will find it.
Oh,
They
a lot.
they
Yeah, there's a
choose
lot.
quite a few people, and then it's sort of like speed dating, but blind. So you're in a room, and there's a screen in between one half of the room and the other half of the room, so you can't see who you're talking to.
Mm-hmm.
So you introduce yourselves, you're giving them your elevator pitch about yourself, you're asking each other questions, and they all have a notebook, and most of them have a glass of wine or something. And
Mm-hmm.
they're just kind of moving through these dates with these different
Mm-hmm.
people. And obviously on the show, they only can show so much. So some people they start showing a lot of early and they're probably going to be around for a while.
Or
Some
they're gonna come
people
back in.
some people probably don't even make it on TV, you
Well,
know?
no, I mean I'm looking at this list. So here, let me count. I should have counted already. One, two, three. So 8, 16. There's like 32 people. And most of these, I'm like, I did not see them.
No, no. And what you don't know is I know a couple of people who've gotten pretty far in singing competitions and stuff like The Voice.
Mm.
You can get through multiple levels, including going and staying in LA and working with some of
Hmm.
the producers and stuff, and still not make the show
Right,
or
right.
even make the audition on the live part of the show. So, Love is Blind is like this. So, anyway, they go through these dates and they're also kind of connecting with some people, not connecting with others, and they start to narrow down their list.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually, you have a crop of people at the end who've sort of paired up.
Mm-hmm.
If they really like each other and want to continue, then they get engaged blind.
Mm-hmm.
So someone will ask the other to marry them. Usually it's the guy, sometimes it's girl.
Mm-hmm.
All the relationships thus far are heterosexual couples. That's what we're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
And not everyone is heterosexual, but it is heterosexual couples on the show.
Correct.
And then they do a reveal. So you have to get engaged first, then they do a big dramatic reveal, right? And
Mm-hmm.
typically the person reproposes or gives them a ring or whatever, and then they're an engaged couple, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then after they get engaged, they take a trip to Mexico. All the couples go to Mexico and they're literally like engaged. So they're staying in the same room, hanging out. Couples start having sex or not, which is usually a big topic of conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And they're vacationing in the same place. And so they tend to, then they're running into the other couples and they're having events together and whatever. Then they come back to the city after this trip. So they all would come back to Denver and they figure out how they would merge their lives together. They meet friends and family. And then
Mm-hmm.
there's always some little events that the Love is Blind people put on where some of the other people that maybe some of these contestants had been interested in all of a sudden will show up at an event,
Mm-hmm.
which is typically the cluster you think it would be and
Exactly.
wildly entertaining and sometimes rage inducing, right?
Yes.
So, all of that to say, Nat and I are going to lay out who the couples are this time, who finally
Okay.
ended up with who, and a couple of the outliers and what we think about them. Purely entertainment. I don't know any of these people. Did you see anyone that you knew?
No, I wish. No, I didn't know anyone, but who was I talking to and they did? Oh, I can't remember. Yeah, they each know someone.
Who made it all the way through? Do you know who they are?
No.
Oh my God, I want to know. Are you going
Uh-huh.
to tell me later or you really don't know? How did you
No, I
not
really don't know.
know?
I need to ask them. It was like in passing at the wedding, and then we never circled back, and I haven't seen them.
Okay, well, I need answers pronto.
No, yeah, I will figure it out.
Okay, I appreciate that.
We will circle back.
So, one of the things that happened on this season that has never happened before, to my knowledge, I don't think so. We had two contestants ghost in the middle of the process.
Yeah, they just left.
They just left.
But you know what? I kind of respect it.
Well, I would be out. Here's the thing I didn't respect. Tell the people. If you're having
Right.
conversations with people, you don't even have to look them in the face. Go in the room, look at the screen,
The
the
wall.
and just say, "Hey, I'm really sorry I'm going home."
Yeah.
Like, but they literally dipped like in
You
life.
know what, though? Here's what I think.
Yeah.
Because what they don't often show is how much the producers are involved in this.
Well, and the producers on this show are like legendary. They're under fire over it.
Yeah.
They're pretty bad, actually.
So I
What I've
think
heard.
my guess is they were probably because think about it. If one person went in, they're like, hey, you know what? Like this is nuts. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
It would probably encourage more people to dip.
Well, and it did because
Yeah.
one person left. So Anna Yuan,
Yeah.
28-year-old hairstylist, the coolest.
I know. She was so sweet.
really liked her, and she had made connections with Patrick and a man named Blake. She
Mm-hmm.
left because she was just completely overwhelmed. And what she said that felt really true to me,
Mm-hmm.
just done. Like you're up late, you're meeting all these people. It's like sensory overload. And
Mm-hmm.
her parents were really not supportive. They thought she was like going to get kidnapped. Like they were not supportive, really worried about her. And I think she just got super overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
So she dipped. She didn't say goodbye to anyone.
Right.
Okay. Then Blake Anderson, 34-year-old accountant,
Mm-hmm.
was also talking to Anna, and Anna and Blake actually liked each other a fair bit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, then Blake dipped
Yeah.
also. He
Yeah.
ghosted, and he had been talking to Anna and also Sparkle Megan, who we'll get back to,
Yeah.
but he didn't say goodbye to Megan. So
Correct.
he takes off too. So those two are like gone.
Yes. And Patrick, right, was the other one who liked Anna.
Patrick liked Anna, and Anna didn't talk to Patrick or Blake before leaving. She was the first to
Correct.
leave.
Yes. And Patrick was like ready to propose.
Patrick really liked Anna. And the other thing is, Anna Anna and Blake both were kind of fan favorites. Like
Mm-hmm.
most of the people I've talked to about this have said, I really wanted to see them on
Mm-hmm.
the show. Like they're two that we would have probably picked them to
Well,
be on
yeah.
the
Well,
show.
they seemed like my favorite part when I first when I first saw them walk in,
When I met them and we became friends.
when I met them through their show. Blake was in like a vest, like a type of vest that I wear. He
Yeah,
just seemed very down to earth.
pretty normal dude.
Pretty, at first I was like, wow, they had him on, because he wasn't like that, for lack of better ways to put it, that exciting.
Well, but I will say though,
He
that's
was like
the thing about the
normal.
show. Most of you don't really watch the show.
Uh-uh.
That is the thing with the show. It's relatively normal people. They don't, this is not the salacious, oh, what's the one where they can't touch each other or they lose money or like
What?
married at first sight or like it's not like that. Like they actually pick some fairly decent normal humans for this show. So I wasn't as surprised by that. I thought Anna seemed just really cool and
Oh
interesting.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
so did most of the guys. And then she was just gone, you know?
Right, right.
So that's the two who ghosted. So now
Yep.
let's move on to um the first shit show dynamic that we have because this has been an interesting bunch of folks. And Nat
Yes.
doesn't know which order I'm going to go in, which I'm very excited about.
No, I'm like, which shit show? Also, just so you know, I have not watched the latest episode.
Oh, that's fine. You're not going
Okay.
to be missing too much.
Okay.
Okay, so first couple that paired up and got engaged.
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Okay.
We have Casey McIntosh, who is 34 years old and a hair and makeup artist. And she is the messiest. She's
Okay,
just
so
messy.
so you're not going in order of who got engaged.
Nope.
Okay, got it, got it, got it, got it. Okay.
I'm going in a random order to keep you on your toes.
Fun.
So Casey McIntosh, okay, ended up with Patrick Suzuki, who's a 31-year-old construction manager.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick is a little bit insecure about the fact that he was always the only Asian man in his friend
Mm-hmm.
group. Ironically, Anna, who he really liked and was like ready to propose to, is Asian.
Mm-hmm.
He was really concerned about this, that this person who he ended up with might not be attracted to him because he's Asian. He was super, super insecure about this. Okay.
Oh, this is such a
And Casey knows that.
show.
They're like talking. Casey knows this. Okay.
She's well aware and was very appreciative that he shared this.
And she's talking like she is ass backwards in love with him. Okay. So it's Patrick, 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 Patrick. I mean, everywhere. Who would not shut up about
No,
it.
I know. She like
So
even
annoying.
sexted him through the wall.
Oh, she really, I forgot about that part.
I mean, I guess it's not sexting
I
because
blacked it out because it was
they
so
were
uncomfortable.
talking. I was so uncomfortable. He was uncomfortable.
He was uncomfortable. He's like, Maxine, this is weird. She's like, oh, Patrick, right? So then they meet each other.
Hmm.
He's relatively normal. He goes walking up to her. She's very pretty. So he's like, oh my God, I hit the jackpot. Like she's beautiful.
Yeah.
She says, I kid you not, over and over again, oh, you're so handsome. You're so beautiful. I mean, she's all over him,
Oh my gosh.
all over him. Seriously, all over
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm thinking, oh my God, Patrick might be okay. Like he might,
Yeah.
this may have worked out for Patrick. Not an hour later, she's with producers. She's unwell.
A
She's
mess. She
sobbing.
looks hungover.
I
She
mean, the
looks,
makeup's everywhere. I mean, it's practically on the wall next to her. I mean, it's just
hair is a mess.
there's a mess. So Patrick comes in and she's sitting in this, what can only be described as some kind of a coffee shop setup, but it's only them, okay?
Yep.
And he comes and he sits with her. She is petting him like a cat. She's like petting his head. And I just can't. I can't, but I want to, but I can't. But maybe one day, but I
It's
can't.
not
But
you.
it's not
It's
you.
just too
It's not you. Oh my God, I
fast.
was so afraid. And he's like, okay, like I get it. Like, what? Okay, so do I call you? Like, whatever. And
Yeah, he's like, "Are we gonna connect in Denver?" She's like, "Yes, it's just too
like,
much right
I have
now."
Instagram. It's too much right now. And I'm dying on the inside. I'm like, oh, this
But
is the worst.
but mind you, just before she did that to him, she is literally telling producers she's not attracted to him.
Yes. They show that after, of course. But I'm sitting here going, oh, okay. First of all, she's messy. Like if it was me, if I was
Mm-hmm.
Patrick, I'd be like, thanks, no thanks, you know. But
Mm-hmm.
Patrick's like, maybe we'll, make. She made it sound like she just didn't want to do the Mexico thing, and it felt like it was just too much.
Right.
That's what she made it sound like.
Yes.
Okay. Patrick handles it kindly, is nice to her, whatever. She's practically straddling him and breaking up with him. I've never
Yes.
seen anything like it. It's very weird.
Yes.
I've been married for 20 years and I've never pet Garrett. I don't even know.
No, I would never.
It's weird.
Yes.
Okay. And then she's kind of like shook it off and was like, yeah, I just didn't think the attraction was going to grow. Boom, out the door. She's gone.
Yep.
Wild. So
Yep.
Casey's the messiest, in my humble opinion.
I agree.
Thoughts?
No, I agree. I wanted to like her because she came from this like Mormon family and she broke free from that. And she talked about her siblings and how, like they were all biracial, all of her siblings.
That was her big point.
Yeah. And so I thought I was kind of like, okay, like cool. Like I want to have benefit of the doubt for Casey. And then she just wrecked it at the end.
I mean, in the worst way.
Mm-hmm.
Lie.
Mm-hmm.
You're having a panic attack and with a little psychosis, but to go right for the jugular on the thing this man said he's upset about, oh,
Right. Right.
girl, bye.
Yeah.
Find a therapist, not us. I did
Yep.
have that thought. I was like, one of these people's going to walk into our office.
I hope so.
I do not, because
I'd
I
be like,
already have strong opinions.
I would start with, why did we go on a television show?
I would start with, here are 3 referrals because I'm already invested and I did a podcast episode about you. So,
Oh, yeah, I guess we couldn't do that now.
but would refer you to somebody great.
It's fine.
Okay, let's move on to Allie Lima, who is a
Okay.
29-year-old nurse.
Mm-hmm.
Also, one of the prettiest people I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
She's just like stunning.
Yes.
And then she's with this guy named Anton Yarosh, who is 29. He's a transport and logistics person. She was in the Army. I believe it's Army. I think that was the branch, as a nurse and works as a nurse. They had a real fast engagement. They were like, boom, boom, like met
In
each
love
other
within a
in
second.
love,
Yep.
got married or got engaged right away.
Yep.
And now we're at the point where they had a nice little trip to Mexico. Everything seemed pretty good. They're like fast and furious. And then she meets his friends who are sketch. His one friend is super sketch. I forget his name, but super sketch.
Wait, what do you mean?
This may be the one you haven't seen yet.
Oh, because I haven't gotten to the part where they're in Denver yet.
Yes. So Anton and Allie have these like deep core values. They party. That's the story.
Right. Well, and I want to back up too really quick. One of the things that they connected on is that he's from Russia,
Yes.
and I forget where she's from. Brazil.
Yes.
So their families are transplants. Like they
Yeah.
came over here. They are not from the US. So that was like a big connecting point.
Yes.
And then also, before we jump into like the dynamics of his friends,
Yes.
there was some weird stuff at the beginning, like when they all go to Mexico, when they're talking about engagement rings and how much.
Oh, yeah. She wanted like,
10 grand
yeah, she wanted a $10,000 engagement ring.
minimum. And he's like, girl, 5.
Oh, yeah. No, they have different expectations in that way, I would say.
Yeah. So
I would say.
it from where I'm at now in the show, it felt like were already some big things coming out. And then she just seemed less impressed when she met him in general.
Yes, she wasn't maybe not feeling it. He was pretty into it.
Oh, well, yeah, she's beautiful.
She's
Who would not be
beautiful.
into that?
So when they meet the friends, which is in one of the more recent episodes, the friend talks about them going to strip clubs and all this kind of stuff. And that is not how he represented himself to
Mm,
her.
hmm
Like he's ready to settle down and whatever. And this friend is like, no, this is how he rolls. And he's more the ringleader than the tag along friend.
I mean, are we surprised?
No, not one tiny bit. But she's the type you don't want to piss off. She's not using a ton of words, but her eyes are like she's processing and deciding what she's going to want to do.
Yeah.
And that's uncomfortable for
hmm
me, even as a viewer.
hmm hmm
It's a lot. Okay. Let's just get it over with. The worst one. Joe Fernici, 29 in sales.
Joe is a dumpster fire.
He is with Madison Maidenberg, who's 28, and she's a UX UI designer. Madison has an eye condition where she could go blind someday. It's hard for her to see, particularly in low lighting. There are some hilarious moments. She's laughing too. But on the honeymoon, when she's trying to get in the hot tub, she's like running into stuff. She's like, I always find bruises because I'm running into things. I'm like,
Oh
same, girl.
no.
Same.
I'm not even going blind and same.
But she was really open about this. I guess to Joe's credit, he was okay with that. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to even give him that level of benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, Joe isn't the brightest
No,
man in the box.
no, not the most handsome. He's also not a statuesque man.
No.
Okay, so he's small. We'll just put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
He has lots of opinions about Madison's physique, even
Mm-hmm.
though I gotta tell y'all, Madison is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
She's got a couple little curves, but I gotta tell you, the girl's gorgeous. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All women are beautiful anyway. But he says the following in describing her and trying to make her feel like he's just wrapping his head around this.
Oh no. Yeah, it was painful.
He typically dates thinner women.
I think he said smaller.
Nope, thinner. I literally wrote it in quotes
Okay, okay, I
because I
trust
was that angry. I rewound it. Okay. Woohoo. And he doesn't typically date women with a quote larger physique.
you.
And then he also said this I found in an article
Oh
online.
no.
His type is skinny and petite. So skinny, thinner, not larger.
Mm-hmm.
I just want Garrett to like pound his little head like a tent post into the
Mm-hmm.
ground. That's really what I would like to see happen.
Mm-hmm.
And she handles it the best she can. And she really just I mean, not like I would. I'd be like, okay, where's the ocean?
Mm-hmm.
He is okay. So you have to wrap your head around it. He's like, I think you're beautiful. And I'm just matching the face to the voice and I'm whatever. But he's very clearly like not super enthused, though
Right.
they're having sex.
Yeah.
So couple
No,
things
I
with
know.
that.
No, I know.
If you're an insecure person, who you're with says something about you.
Yeah.
So if you will have sex with someone, but you won't take them to dinner, go to therapy
Yeah.
because you're attracted enough to have sex. You just don't want to
Mm-hmm.
take them to dinner because you don't feel good about you.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. $2 worth
Mm-hmm.
of therapy from the
Mm-hmm.
pod. You're welcome.
There you go.
I'll give that one away for free all day. Jackass.
Yeah,
Okay.
Joe was rough to watch.
Joe was rough. When you were watching, what did it bring up for you emotionally?
I mean, on like I wasn't like mad. I just was like, he's an idiot.
Mhm.
Like I wasn't like pissed off at him. I was just like, he's not smart. He's, like, I don't know. I just thought he was stupid.
Yeah, I mean, she didn't look at him and go, I
You're
wish I
tiny.
wasn't bigger than you either. Like, I wish that, you were maybe a little bigger. She didn't
Right.
treat him
It's not
bad.
like he's hitting the gym that I know of.
No. And even if you are, you probably would be less of an asshole about it. Like, this is one of those guys who sits on the sideline with a big opinion,
Mm-hmm.
but just can't do anything himself. So,
Mm-hmm.
Joe, thanks for nothing. I hope she leaves you and I don't have to watch you the whole season. That's how I feel about
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's talk about Sparkle Megan.
I actually like Sparkle Megan.
I know you do. Let's talk about Sparkle Megan.
I liked her shoes.
Megan, her shoes are outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
Megan Willarius is 35 years old. I literally put baller because I don't know exactly what she does. She's an entrepreneur,
Mm-hmm.
super successful, like looking at a $2 million house, successful.
Oh yeah, no, and she's built it all herself.
She's built it herself. I think she's really, really, really independent.
Yes.
And then she ends up connected with Jordan
Yep.
Kettner, who's 30 and kind of a service manager.
Mm-hmm.
So not her normal type.
He drives like a Kia.
Yeah. He's like, and she's like, I would never.
Or is it a Kia?
He drives a Kia something or another. And she's like, yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, and we don't even get to what she drives yet. Well, I didn't yet.
But there's some cool stuff between them and some little connections. Like he has a son, 5-year-old son, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
five. And Megan lost her father not that long ago. Her father was a type 1 diabetic, and Jordan's son is a type 1 diabetic. So there was some
Yep.
bonding that happened there. Um, he's not the most financially successful. I think he does okay for himself. Like he takes care
Yeah.
of himself, but he's not who she normally would go for.
Right. Well, she even mentioned she dated like an older billionaire,
Yes.
but hated it because he was never around.
Yeah. And she is Sparkle Megan. Like she likes nice things. She makes no apologies for that, but she also
Hmm.
works hard. So there's a guy who's kind of on the side over here.
Yeah, Mike, who I do
Mike.
not like.
Yes, let's talk about Mike. Do you remember what Mike does?
No, but he's into fitness because he made
He's
that really clear.
Oh, okay. First of all, can we talk about the men who are literally putting things out there just to kind of see what the girl looks like, which backfires on some of them sometimes.
Yes, yes.
He's putting it out there that he's a fitness guy, but he's a real estate investor.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
The reason he brought up the fitness stuff is I think he was trying to figure out what she looks like in a
Yeah.
low key way.
Well, what she looks like, things she's into, which,
Sure, but he's like healthy eating. He's driving this thing. He was driving it
oh, yeah.
that
No,
for
he
sure.
wasn't fooling anyone. Also, he's dumb because he talks about type 1 diabetes as if it's the same thing as type 2.
Yes.
And I'm like, you're an idiot. Like, it's genetic. Like, you don't have an option with type 1. I grew up with a
No.
guy my age who was diabetic or is
Yeah.
and was like, it just happened when he was like a baby.
Max Buddies has it. This is a common childhood
But he literally
thing.
shames Jordan's son and
Yeah.
is like, there's a guy here with a son who has diabetes, and it's not that hard to like, have a healthy lifestyle. I'm like, you don't even know what you're
He's
saying.
an idiot on every level. Like I'm not going to him for support
I
on
actually
anything.
can't believe Megan didn't call him out.
Well, I think Megan was honestly like, wow.
I think she
Um,
like saw that as one of the red flags.
the other thing that he did, Well, but again, he was fishing. So he was like, I'm so glad that we're on the same page about like feeding our kids healthy food and stuff like this. Okay, just like ridiculous.
No, yeah.
Now, where Mike, his name is Brockway. Thought it said Broadway, and I was like, that would track.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he put a bunch of pressure on her to make a decision when he found out that there was someone else that she was talking to.
Mm-hmm.
So much pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And she was about ready to pick him. And she had another conversation with Jordan and told Jordan the same thing that she'd been talking with someone else. And Jordan said, basically,
I want you to
I,
be happy.
I want you to be happy. I think you should pick who you're going to pick. And I
Mm-hmm.
want whoever picks me to really want to be with me and my son. And so just
Mm-hmm.
make your decision. And he wasn't an ass about it. Mike was an ass about it.
Mike was an ass about it.
So Mike gets kicked to the curb.
Mm-hmm.
Megan picks Jordan. Jordan proposes. They meet each other, and it's pretty instant chemistry, I would say. She's all over him.
Oh,
She's
she loves him.
all over him.
Also, the funny part, I was like, she's either gonna hate tattoos or love them. And
Yes.
she loves them because he was not honest about that, which is
He said
hilarious.
he had some, but I mean, he
He
is
said,
tatted.
no, he goes, I have a few small ones.
Yes.
He has two sleeves and a pant leg.
Yes. He has lots of tattoos. But
Hmm.
she's seems to be very attracted to him and is w- really thoughtful about his son. Some of the things she said I thought were so kind and
Hmm.
thoughtful.
Hmm.
So where we're at now is they just had an event in an episode you probably haven't seen yet, but they have an event and Mike shows up. And Mike is already like he tries to make a play for her again. And she goes, I'm happy. I'm where I'm supposed to be. Like she just kind of handles him. And I'm like,
Oh, I
okay,
can't wait to watch it. Yeah, I've not watched that part yet.
uh-huh. But I do not like him. Do not like.
Well, why do you think you don't like him?
I don't like him because he's given DB vibes and he
Yes.
has his head up his ass. I mean, that's why I
Yes.
don't like him. So,
There's power and control.
yes.
He's literally trying to manipulate her into picking him
Yes.
and using things he knows about her to try to get one up on the other dude.
Yes. And it leaves me with questions, how you represent yourself on the show can
Hmm.
be inaccurate. We've seen this in other
Yeah.
seasons. So he's acting like Rico Suave with all the money, and I have so many questions.
Hmm.
I'm not sure he is who he says he is. So we'll see. Now he is someone who could show up for treatment at some point. I feel like we may see him at some point.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Okay, let's talk about Annie Lancaster. She's 31, hair salon owner.
Oh my gosh, this was such a dumpster fire.
Yes. And then Nick Arnado, 28, luxury watch dealer. He lives in the mountains and is very much a mountain man.
No, he's not.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, he is. They go to his place. They literally go to his place. He is
Well, I
in the
believe
mountains.
it. Like he lives in Dillon.
Oh, yeah. But no,
That's
he's
like
like,
that's like 10 minutes away from where I grew up, but his I don't he's not from there. He lives there now. He's very much like not a Summit County person.
I don't know, man. He does all the things, has all the gear, has all the toys.
Well, I believe it, but he's not from there. I'm curious
Well,
of where he's from because he's too pretty.
well, he's a luxury watch dealer, as is his mom, who we meet. His mom's cool, actually, like her a
Oh,
lot.
okay. That's
But I
cool.
mean, he is like roots down in the mountains. So like his
Interesting.
family, like he really is.
Okay, I'll have to
And
watch.
he just loves it. He loves it and does not want to
Yeah.
leave. Now
Yeah.
she has a business in Denver and you can't move a salon up to the mountains. That's one of those hard things where you can't recreate that up there very easily.
Mm-mm.
And she owns the salon.
Mm.
So they have kind of an interesting connection because they
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of similar core values. They took a bunch of heat because they talked about raising children and what would they do if one of their children was
Mm-hmm.
identifying as a different gender than they were assigned at birth and that kind of stuff. And I'm not going to get a ton into that, but they've taken a lot of heat over the way they talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
And I can understand that because I think that the way we talk about those things matters, but
Mm-hmm.
also they're trying to get to know each other, see if their values align and whatever.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
to each his own in that respect. But
Yeah.
they took a bunch of heat. So he's put out an apology about it. She hasn't said anything about it.
Hmm.
Um, and then she turned down Brendan Guthrin, who's kind of a finance bro. He was a little bit of a
Hmm.
finance bro. That guy turned around. He wasn't pursuing her real strong until Nick
Mhm.
was. And then he
Yeah.
came around and was like, wait a minute, Annie. The whole
No,
thing.
yeah, he was kind of a D-bag until and well he was D-bag throughout the whole thing because he wasn't really pursuing her. He was kind of playing the game. Found out
Bringing
that
her along.
found out someone else was interested and he's like, "Oh, but I want to you're picking the wrong guy." But also, Nick's also not the greatest.
I know. I know. They're going to be interesting.
Cuz Nick turned down Kate
Yes.
and was literally told Kate that he loved her.
Yes.
And then the next day, and she was very clear. I watched that episode, and
Yes.
she was very clear that she does not have a relationship with God, that she doesn't, she talked all about it, and he acted so through. Here's the thing. I thought Nick had not the same type, but very gaslighty behaviors.
Yes.
Like him and Mike, I was like, you two are no good.
I would agree with that. And Brendan. Brendan too was, I mean, not connecting
Hmm.
until she was really falling for someone else. And then he was like, well, Annie.
Yeah, Brendan just seems like an F boy.
Yes. Now, interestingly, when Brendan pops up at the event, he's very much like sad sack corner
Oh God,
staring at Annie.
stupid.
Yes. But Annie seems fairly sweet, and Annie and Nick's mom get along so far. So
Great.
that was
Sounds
a
good.
decent interaction.
Was there drama between, well, no, I'll watch it, but was there drama between Annie and Kate? Because he
No.
told Kate he loved her, and I don't think Kate's the type that's gonna like let that go.
No, I think Kate does show up. I'm trying to remember what she did. You'll have to watch. We'll give an
Okay.
update. We'll give an
Okay.
update on next, but she was there. I do know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
As was Anna and Patrick came. So they were starting to have a conversation. So yeah, and I think that drops this Wednesday. The rest of that thing drops this Wednesday.
Okay.
Okay, last couple. Edmund Harvey, who's a realtor, 29-year-old realtor,
Mm-hmm.
and Calibria Haskin, 29-year-old social worker.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Calibria is a boundary queen. I just have to say,
She's hilarious.
she's so funny. She says what she thinks.
Mm-hmm.
She's pretty consistent with her boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
And Edmund really pushes. Have you seen when they're on the trip and he's pushing her to have sex?
I see where they're in Mexico and that he's all pouty boy because they don't have sex and everyone else did.
Yes. So he has a fit,
Literally, like
a literal fit.
cries.
And he's
Yeah.
crying and he's saying, like, I'm just a good guy. I'm a good guy. I'm always the good guy. Blah, blah, blah. Not great.
No,
Not
he
the
looks
best look on
insane.
him. But Calibria, God bless her. She just looks at him and she's like, she doesn't say this exactly, but something to this effect, like, honey, this is a you problem. Like, I'm not going to just have sex with you just so you feel better. Like,
Hmm.
this is where I'm at.
And what do you mean you're always a good guy? Do you wish you were gonna do something different?
Well, so here's the thing that's interesting about Edmund. I dug into this one because I'm like, something's up here. My
Yeah.
spidey senses, right?
Edmund's different.
Edmund's different. So what I found were a bunch of articles about his life because he was in the foster care system and
Yep.
all that kind of stuff. So there's some pretty clear attachment
Yep.
things happening there. But people have really vouched for him and said, he's not getting a great edit because of all of this.
Hmm.
And somebody who knew him and I think played football with him said, Edmund should never have been chosen for a show like this. It's like taking his trauma, pulling
Hmm.
it out for the world to see, and it's all attachment.
Well, because it's like rejection. It's like acceptance or rejection. That's
Yes,
what
it's
the show's
actually really
about.
stressful. So it'll
Mhm.
be interesting to see how that plays out with him. That was not a good look, but he has a story
Yeah.
that's more than just trying to get her to have sex with him. Like there's more to
Yeah.
the story than that.
Yeah.
So there are our couples.
Okay.
So let's wager a bet. Which couples do you think will actually get married?
Hmm. Okay, I gotta look at them.
Because they have what, 8 weeks, right? 8 weeks to decide.
Oh gosh. I don't think Jordan and Megan will.
I kind of feel the same way. I'm not
I
sure.
like them because I think he brings out a really different side to her.
Yes.
I think he's also pretty solid in who he is. So I haven't seen where they like are trying to buy a $2 million house, but
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like he gets very insecure about the money.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It doesn't bother him that she has money, which I think is cool. And
Hmm.
he's also not looking for her to spend her money.
Hmm.
Jordan is he's pretty comfortable with who he is. I would agree with that assessment.
Yeah,
He's a little uncomfortable with the idea of spending that
that much.
much money just on a house. Like he's a little more conservative financially, and he has a kid, and
Hmm.
that influences things too when you're thinking about taking care of a child. He did
Hmm.
tell her he had a vasectomy after he
Hmm.
um got his son's mother pregnant, and he has said he would reverse it
Hmm.
to have children with Megan,
Hmm.
if they get
Hmm.
married. But I do think they have a lot of genuine feelings, but they have a long way to go, like from a life navigating
Yes. Yeah.
perspective.
Yeah. So I want them to work, but I don't think they will. I think Nick and Annie could work. I think I just don't have a good vibe about Nick, but
Mhm.
I think they could work.
Yes.
Allie and Anton, I just don't think she'll say yes.
I think she's going to be done.
Yeah.
I
She
just,
seemed done before meeting the friends because I haven't even seen that yet.
she's really not impressed with the friend situation, and he misrepresented that.
Yeah.
I don't think they get married. We'll
Yeah.
see. But
Yeah.
where I'm at right now, I don't think they'll get married.
Yeah.
Edmund
Um,
and Calibria.
I don't think they'll work.
I kind of don't think they're going to work either.
I don't think that because I like what that article said of what you just shared. I think her being a social worker would put her in a really unique spot with him.
She might
That,
understand him.
but I don't think it would be healthy.
Uh-huh.
You
Like
know
they
what I
might
mean?
work, but only if she's kind of codependent because she understands his stuff.
Yeah, I think he might become dependent on her because she's in the world that he grew up in.
Yes.
She works in it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I just think that would be really messy.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. When
Um,
Madison, please God, don't let them get married. Like
oh, they won't get married.
I really hope not. She keeps coming back for more, which is really just oh.
Yeah. I think that's like an insecurity security thing.
I do have a note for Jordan on that because I really like Jordan.
Yeah.
When Joe says stupid crap, one of these men need to just tell him to shut up.
Joe. Yeah.
These men are not standing up to Joe when he says stupid stuff. And he's messing with everybody. He gets drunk and he
Hmm.
messes with everybody. And Jordan's sitting there and he's like kind of half laughing and
Hmm.
not correcting him. I don't love that. So, Jordan, if you hear this, which you probably won't, um, give Joe the business like the good man that you are. Please
Well,
and thank
also,
you.
this has all already been, this is like a year ago.
Are they still together? How can we find out? We're local.
I don't know if we can. They hide their social medias until the show's.
Yeah, but people know people in Denver. I'll bet we could find out. Because we knew bachelor things. One of the bachelors was from Denver, and we found out because who they picked because they spent time together.
Oh,
It's
gotcha.
harder to sequester this many people.
Yeah.
And they're all in the same geographical area.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure it out.
Who do you think's gonna stay and who's not?
I don't know. Of all of them, I think Annie and Nick may be the most likely to get married in a weird
Hmm.
way.
Hmm.
Because she like liked his mountain house. I think he likes that she has a business as
Mm-hmm.
long as they can be in the mountains too.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of them, I think it's going to be a real steep
Mm-hmm.
uphill battle. That's what I think.
I wonder if there's going to be any relationships that come that like so like Patrick and Anna or Blake and Anna.
I would love to see Blake and Anna together. I would love to see Patrick find someone who just likes him. That would
Yeah.
make me so happy.
Yeah.
Well, Anna and him talked, so we'll see. It didn't look super promising like they'd get back together, but they did talk.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna have to watch. I'll watch this tonight while I'm doing some work.
and then, just bless it if Casey comes back around. I don't know what to do with her. The reunion will be worth the price of admission if Casey is there, for
Yes.
sure.
Casey, she was such a dump. She'll have to get. They will 100% invite her to the reunion.
They will pay her good money to come be messy on the reunion,
Yeah,
and I will be watching it.
I will.
So,
I will
there you
too.
go.
I'm in.
Good work.
Oh my
I will
gosh,
be watching.
I love
Well, you
it.
guys, let us know. Maybe Nat will do like a slideshow of the couples and you can let us.
Oh yeah, I'll do that and see what you guys think.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Well, thanks for joining, you guys. We'll see you Friday. As always,
Bye, forensic friends.
I'm Jeannine.
And I'm Nat.
And as always, thanks for listening and join us next week for more crime, psychology, and heart.